Kaviviritam kalmashapaham Svavanamangalam Srimadatatam Bhuvi Krinantiye Bhurida Janaha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, your gospel is like nectar and bliss showered upon the pain-stricken lives of suffering humanity. It dispels all the sins and misdeeds of life. It brings spiritual welfare in life. The spiritual beauty, prosperity and grace spreads through and through one who listens to your holy message. They are the real givers in the world who preach and pronounce the nectar of your message to the suffering humanity. Om peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So you are reading Sri Ramakrishna, Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, and we are on page 852. Luckily this month is October, no? This place we have read in October 2004. This is also October 2022. It took 18 years to read this 2 pages maybe. We are, Sri Ramakrishna is talking to the doctor Mahendra as also Girish, and in that conversation Sri Ramakrishna is trying to tell us that Girish and doctor was talking about when you see the light, that light is the light of Krishna or incarnation, etc., etc. So Master is trying to divert our attention and saying, all this is useless talk. It is like ravaging of a delirious patient. And he said, when butter is heated, it sizzles and crackles. But all sounds come to stop when it is thoroughly boiled. So he's saying that this chattering of the things is not secondary. Get involved into God realization and enjoy the bliss. That is the Sri Ramakrishna's always focused attention. He said, come into the mango grove, eat mango. Don't start talking, this mango, this variety is brought from this country, and how many leaves are there, how many branches are there, what beautiful shape is this. Don't talk about that. Just you come into the garden, just eat mango. So Sri Ramakrishna is very simple, straightforward. We have very complicated things. We have to need this philosophy, this Vedanta philosophy, this Mimamsaka, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, this Buddhistic philosophy, Jain philosophy, all these, then I will know God. So Sri Ramakrishna has no patience for that. So she is saying that it is at the beginning stage, it is necessary for when we start our spiritual life. It is sizzling, little reading, little talking more, bhaktita, bak. And as you mature, the words become little less and less and less, and lastly get absorption. So that Thakur gave the example. It is like when a feast, Indian feast, starts, and when you sit for, when you sit for feast party, then item has not yet come and plate is ready and people are shouting, howling, chatting, chit-chat, talking so much, and then food is coming. Say rice has come, dal has come, vegetables have come, one after another, and they started eating. The sound is reducing. And he said that when all the items are served, last item will be yogurt, or payasam. That's it. Soup, sap. That is the sound. All other sound stops. So that's in spiritual life also. As much as you advance your external even expressions become more indrawn, inward. That means they don't talk much, they act on spiritual life. That means they pay more attention for their spiritual practice, japa, meditation and contemplation, singing, gradually more and more. First to make a balance, because we are in one level and going to the higher level. It will be such a moment will come in someone's life that moment that you don't like to get involved into anything outside. But that's a great state, high state. That if anyone's life it may come in a moment, don't think that it will stay. To keep that momentum, again you have to do niskama karma and service and all this attitude at bhakti upasana, all these practices what we do. So practice is important. Now, so last time Sri Ramakrishna said, discussing about Lakshmana, he said to Rama, "O Rama, that even the Vasishtha, sage like Vasishtha, was overcome with grief on account of the death of his sons." Then Rama said, "O brother, whoever has knowledge has ignorance also. Whoever is conscious of light is also conscious of darkness. Therefore go beyond knowledge and ignorance." That is the point. Our purpose of life is to go beyond knowledge, beyond ignorance, of course. And beyond, then you will think that I am a knowledgeable person. That's also another bondage. That's a bigger bondage. So go beyond that also. So Gyan and Agyan, three words, Agyan, Jnana, Vijnana. Agyan, as we are. We don't know the truth. Totally in ignorance and avidya. And then studying scriptures, going to the teachers and listening to spiritual talks, a little clarity comes. I am intellectually, jnana is coming, knowledge. But it is intellectual. You may understand here, but not name bhati kinchit. We pray every day. Sri Ramakrishna taught us, Swami Vivekananda, in the prayer, Bhakto dhitopi hridayam, Bhakto dhitopi hridaya, name bhati kinchit. Though I say all these big words, you are Satchidananda, you are Brahman, you are this, that, but in my heart it does not reflect. Name bhati kinchit. Tasmat, therefore tameva sharanam. Therefore I take refuge under you. So this is the point. How much we say, it is all intellectual. It should have to percolate into our heart and experience. So Sri Ramakrishna is saying that this is the jnana state. And if you go beyond this jnana state, that will be the state when you will say vijnana. Visheshena jnana. Vishesh jnana. That means you will see the same truth everywhere. That is the culmination of jnana. We are in that. We have to cultivate so that we gain jnana, intellectual clarity, spirituality. 99% people, as we read yesterday,
90% hypocrites,
90% hypocrites,
50% mad.
and 10% mad. So, how many people are real, genuine spirituality? That because, first of all, the understanding is not clear. What is spirituality is not clear. Going to church, bending 10 times, kneeling down 10 times, saying this and ablution, these are all good. But these are exteriors of religion. To understand religion is realization. Swamiji said, no, religion is, he defined it is realization. Nothing less than that. Talking, there are many talkers. The whole world is full of talkers. And everyone wants to talk. Everyone wants to preach. I will preach the whole world. No, I will change the whole world. And first you have, understand here and you experience the God in and out, then you will do. That's why scriptures are always suggesting, don't be a blind and try to lead others, and then both fall into the in the ditch. one blind person guiding another blind person, so they fall. Therefore, intellectual understanding is good, but that is a step. Transcend intellect. That's why he said, the brother, as Vasishtha, he has a grip because he has knowledge, so he has also this ignorance and one knowledge, intellectual knowledge, and it is on the level of the Maya, more in the downgrade level. But when you cross Maya, beyond intellect, then you realize what is God. Then you will not grieve in happiness, in misery, in pleasure, in pain, in birth and death, in suffering and whatever comes. It is only, you don't identify with anything. You say that it is God permeated everywhere. The mother permeates everywhere. You say mother, you call God, you call Allah, whatever name you give. It is my beloved is everywhere. No? Rumi, when he speaks, it is all my beloved. So it is this whole world is permeated by Satchidananda. So whoever is conscious of light is also conscious of darkness. Therefore, go beyond knowledge and ignorance. One attains that state through an intimate knowledge of God. This knowledge is called Vijnana. So what in one paragraph Ramakrishna said, the goal of our life. What is spirituality has been given here. So you go from ajnana to jnana, to knowledge, intellectual knowledge, understanding, as the sages have declared, and you all go through all the intricacies of this analysis, and your brain should be clear, no misunderstanding in as much as your intellectual understanding is sharp and clear. And then you know this is not all. You have to go cross that also. Pandits are like that, no? I told you the other day this story. This story I say many times. There is one Swami Premeshananda Maharaj was in the meditating and praying and austerities in the Rishikesh that time. And there was one great Pandit, what is called? Rajendranath Ghosh, great scholar, and a famous scholar of Vedanta all over India that time. And then he could not reconcile. He came to Swami Premeshananda Maharaj and he asked that, I respect you people. You are very intelligent, learned. But why Brahman alone is truth? That is the ultimate one. But why you get involved into the hospitals, schools, and taking care of the sick patient and this? What is going on? What is this business? This is all Maya. So he could not reconcile these two. Intellectually, he said, stop. No one can beat him. And then Swami Premeshananda Swami said, very simple solution he gave. Well, you are a Pandit, you are a scholar, you will not differ with me that I am that. Do you believe it? Aham Brahmasmi, great dictum. Well, yes, of course. I, the consciousness in me, is that. Not this body, mind, emotion, but the consciousness here, and that is one. Aham Brahma Asmi. Okay, you believe that? Okay, so when I am that, but I am suffering, I am in pain, so do I need medicine? I am hungry, do we eat? I am Brahman, but I eat. So if that is continuing along with your knowledge, I am Brahman, you are saying at the same time you are eating, you are drinking, you are interacting in a physical level, now come. Do you believe Tat Tamasi? Thou art that? That's another four great dictums. So, do you believe that? Thou art that? Yes, of course he is a Pandit. He says, of course. Advaita Vedanta Pandit. Tat. That, this, Tat. That is Ishvara, God who created. if he gives up his characteristic of not creation, creation is also gone. So what is that? It is Satchidananda. And Tom, you, who are you? Not the body-mind complex, but what is inside. They are, in essence, they are same. So if that is same and here also same, so for my need, when I am that, still I eat, still I go to doctor, still I get into admission, medicine in the hospital, for me. And when it happens to you, oh, you are Maya. So you have to say, this is also Maya. And when it is explained in this way, this great scholar, I heard, they started dancing in joy. Oh my God, I could not understand this simple difference, that how can I accept I am that? Aham Brahmasmi, always say, I am Vedanta student, I always say, I am that. I am that, I sleep, I eat, I fight with others, I am hungry, I am thirsty. This is all okay. And thou art that, when you are hungry, you are sick, you need some help. It's Maya. What type of understanding is that? Then he got and he got excited so much, and he wanted to get immediately sannyas. So he wrote, Premeshananda Swami wrote a letter to Mahapurush Maharaj, Shivananda, Ramakrishna's disciple, president. Maharaj, this is this, if you kindly bless him with sannyas. With his recommendation, he came to Belur and got sannyas. He became a monk. He was criticizing Ramakrishna mission. Why these Ramakrishna mission sadhus? Saying that they are Dasanami, belonging to the 10 categories of Sankara disciplines. And still, Aham Brahmasmi, they say they should live in that consciousness. Jagat Maya, there's nothing there. So why they are engaged into it? And it is their not following the tradition of Sanatana Dharma. And he took the sannyasa, and his best book is called, what is that book? His name becomes Chit Ghanananda Puri. Puri, we are all Puri. We don't use that word Puri, but we are Puri. Chit Ghanananda and Rajan Ghosh. And his book was...
Gita also was there. Gita, Rajan Ghosh's Gita.
Rajan Ghosh's Gita, oh. Chit Ghanananda, there is Chit Bhavananda, another Swami is there. That Gita we read here. Chit? So that's a different person. But this is a different person. Chit Ghanananda. Anyhow, so the point is that, see, intellectually they are in such a flight, but that should be transcended. But they are very close though. And if some guidance like that type of Swami Premeshananda, like person who has experienced people, they talk, they can quickly unveil it, that last tie can be dropped off. So this is the Ajnana, Jnana and Vijnana. This is the state. And Vijnana is the state when you, after that experience, you see down. After Vijnana, the whole world becomes a world of joy, mart of joy. There is nothing, you cannot find anything wrong here, because God, playing with God, it is consciousness, only some external coal. Coal means external coverings. Like robots. Robots are working, but all energized by electricity or whatever you say. All the computers are working by Wi-Fi only. It is everywhere. So God is everywhere. When a thorn enters in the sole of your foot, you have to get another thorn. You then remove the first thorn with the help of the second. Afterwards you throw away both. Likewise, after removing the thorn of ignorance with the help of the thorn of knowledge, you should throw away the thorn of both knowledge and ignorance. It is necessary. Jnana or Jnana, we are ignorant. Ignorance can be removed by only knowledge only. Darkness is there, and darkness will be removed by light. So ignorance about God it should be first mental and emotional and intellectual level, clarity should come. Otherwise, whole life goes on in wrong direction, searching for God in here and there and there and there. That's why in this country that is the problem. All the books are available, all types of teachers are available. There are so many shopping places. So you can go for Buddhist shopping someday, you can go for Tantra shopping someday, you can go for Shakta shopping. And like that, what happens? They get confused. But that's why Guru is needed, who can just guide us in one line. I say, Baba, you do this and you will see. And then question will come, and then clarity, intellectual clarity should come. But misconception about religion is rampant everywhere. Only with knowledge you can get out of it. All rituals, etc., etc., all are targeted to get the knowledge, right type of knowledge. But knowledge, that one thorn, and you take out the other thorn by the knowledge thorn, and then what will you do with these two thorns? It is useless for you. Purpose is done. So you achieve the wisdom that you are that, and everything is permeated by that consciousness. What is here, that is there. So that is the end of spiritual journey. There are signs of perfect knowledge. One is that reasoning comes to an end. One is that reasoning comes to an end. There are perfect knowledge. What is the sign of perfect knowledge? Perfect knowledge means you will not be interested in reasoning anymore. Reasoning does not please you. Sri Chaitanya, before he became a monk or intoxicated in God, he was the greatest scholar of that time and Pandit. And all other scholars were afraid of him. He is a neo-logic, Nobbonaya. He was master in Nobbonaya and Navadvip. And it was his fun to find some Pandit. Hey, come, start argument with me. And he will defeat him, and that guy will be totally lost. That was his job. And after that, a transformation came. And then, in the name of God, on the tears coming down. No? That's why when he was in the Puri Jagannath, the court Pandit, what is his name? Court Pandit of Puri, Jagannath, Orissa, Bihar, and Bengal, three, Rai Ramanand in south. It was that Pandit Prataprudra. King is Prataprudra. In his kingdom, this court Pandit was there, very scholarly. No. So he actually saw this Sri Chaitanya, and in the name of Krishna, 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 tears rolling down the cheeks. And he is a Pandit, he is a scholar. So, the name is not coming in my mind. The court Pandit, he said that, Hare, you are a monk. You are established in the knowledge of Brahman. No? You should study Brahma Sutra. He is a top excellent Brahma Sutra. When he has finished, God knows. And how many people he has made to cry in logic and argument that many people defeated. Then he said, I will teach you Brahma Sutra. You are a monk. No. No. You can, Google can tell us.
He saw the vision of Sarvadevananda.
No, Advaita Acharya, no. Then anyhow, you can find out the quote Pandit. So what he said, then he started talking. Then Sri Chaitanya was sitting, and Pandit was teaching Brahma Sutra Bhashyas with commentary of Sankara. One day, gone, he's sitting like that. And second day, like that. He's not responding to anything. All the scholarly description is going on. Shankara's commentary, explanation of that is done before Sri Chaitanya. And Sri Chaitanya, like a dull, dumb person sitting there. And the Pandit got a little irritated. Huh? What? Am I speaking to a piece of wood, log? You don't say anything, yes, no, understand, don't understand, yes. No expression, nothing. What? Do you understand anything? Then he said, Sir, I understand what Brahma Sutra says. I understand what the Shankara's commentary said, but I don't understand your explanation. And before he said, and he stood up, and then he saw in the body of Sri Chaitanya, the Krishna and Rama, Sarabhuj, 6 arm, in one person, Rama, Krishna, 2 to 4 hand, and Sri Chaitanya, 2, 6 hand. So then he fell at the feet of Sri Chaitanya and understood who is Sri Chaitanya. So he has transcended Jnana, but Pandit is staying in the Jnana, knowledge level. So purpose is that one should have to go. And perfect knowledge, the sign is that the reasoning comes to an end. At that mood, you don't feel like you're a great scholar. So Swami Turiyananda, great scholar, Vedanta scholar. Lastly, only saying ma, 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 ma. And saying, why are you arguing so much? Trust on mother. Mother will do everything. As if a devotee, mother's devotee, is talking about love for mother. No? But he's his greatest Advaita Vedanta student who is changed into that. It happens. So this is the point Ramakrishna says, that sign of, if you are approaching perfect knowledge, what will be the sign outside? A very intellectual person, logical person, will be, one is that reasoning comes to an end. He does not get interested in reasoning at all. As I had just said, butter sizzles and crackles as long as it is not thoroughly boiled. If you put in the boil, everyone's experience, no? In a pan, if you put the butter, it sizzles and crackling noise. But when it gets heated and melted, it does not make any sound. So at the beginning, there is also another example. Empty vessel sounds much, no? You take an empty vessel and pour into a pond or reservoir. You see, it will make sound buck, 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 buck. And as the container is totally filled up, noise becomes zero. Sarvabhauma. Pandit Sarvabhauma. Sarvabhauma is the
What about Gopal Ma, that she attained perfection,
Yeah.
Krishna said,
Yeah.
but she's still continuing her job and her practices?
That is a different thing. If you suppose, how can you give up? If I find joy in doing that, mind will force you to do that. That is not under any compulsion, but it is out of joy she is doing.
So again, you would continue to discriminate even attaining that knowledge?
After the knowledge, if he sees God everywhere, why shall I analyze this is wrong, that is right, Satchidananda is inside, outside, when I see Satchidananda? That's why another example is there. Swami Shivananda Maharaj was the president of our Belur Math. A great Pandit came, or a scholarly person came, and he's asking about how you want to know about God or something. And there was some Omkarananda. He was a Pandit, monk, expert in Vedas, all Vedangas and all scriptures, very learned person. He was also disciple of Swami Shivananda. So when he came, And the man was putting the question to Mahapurush Maharaj, Shivananda. Shivananda Maharaj said, do you want to hear what is God in one word? Then come to me. If you want to hear in so many words, go to him. Meaning that with logic, with argument, with Nyaya and all this Buddhistic opinion, to counteract that opinion, to bring that dualistic opinion, to non-qualified non-dualism, to shade everything, to come to the conclusive experience, you spend hours and hours and hours, go on, discuss with him. But you want one, come to me. That means God is there, love him and dive deep into him. Simple. So they don't find interest in argument. That does not please them. Because why who have tasted the Alfonso mango? Alfonso is the best mango, no? Most costly mango here. Maharashtra. Alfonso in this country, very costly. So Alfonso mango, if you take it, and you have eaten that, and someone is saying, mango, I can give a talk on mango. Will you listen to the talk of mango, or you have already tasted? So that's why they go on doing japa, because they want to taste more, and they eat. Question, you talk about mango, let me finish my eating. So that is the thing what Sri Ramakrishna suggests, that at the beginning this type of reasoning is very important to clear the mind. Doubts are there, confusions are there, scriptural reading is necessary, analysis is necessary. But when you mature people really, they become withdrawn. I have seen in many of our senior Swamis, they will not talk about God as it were. You can talk about other things, but they don't talk about God. People think, why? It is because they want to so much absorb inside, they don't think that there is no need of talking that. They live in that consciousness. But of course you have to poke. You have to poke the honeycomb. Is a Raja Maharaj, Swami Brahmananda, is saturated with God. There is nothing but God in him. So some people came from Malda. Malda is a state of Bengal, where plenty of, and Swami was there for a long period, that mango, varieties of mango, and mangoes come from that area. So when that few of the devotees, Malda Swami inspired them, young boys, you go Balloon Mart, you are going, go meet Maharaj. He is a man totally absorbed in God, no? And it's a blessed opportunity. Don't miss it, go. And they young boys came, and Maharaj was like a child. When they approached and saluted, then he said, where do you come from? Then he said, they were from mango. Oh, mango, this type, this mango is bigger size, this smaller size, this variety, that variety, and all the discussion, mango. And they saluted, and they are disgusted. I came to a holy man to think about God, Brahman, Atman, this, that, and he is talking about mango. And then when they went back, then they reported. The Swami said, hey, you visited Maharaj, Swami Brahmananda. What did he say? Bolben na Maharaj, don't say. He was, as soon as we entered, he is a mango eater. so he started praising mango, how many varieties, which time, who brought it, and what variety was good, what is bad, and this and that. He didn't talk anything but mango. So it is really very peculiar behavior. A Brahmagyani Parasyan, Swami Shankarananda, my guru, he used to be, every personality is different, not to judge by this, but I am saying that see the tendency of such people. They are saturated with God, but he will be sitting, he used to sit in the, the steps of, after walking some time, we have our mission headquarters. Old mission headquarters. There are some steps, and he used to sit alone. And some devotee come and seeing a very magnificent personality, sitting calm and sitting like that. He said, and saluted, and said, Maharaj, please, as we say, Swami, please tell us something. And he will be saying, have you read Gospel of Ramakrishna? With his heavy voice. Then he said, yes, Maharaj, I have read. After reading that, you have still questions? Go and read. No, he will not say. He will not say. Very rarely he speaks. Yeah. People get confused, I say. No, it is not like that. They think that it is a experience, it is a subject of experience, and it becomes very so tuned in themselves. But if you poke, we saw many of his discussions. What a high level of spiritual discussion. When Swami, one Swami, he was Brahmananda Maharaj's disciple. Tejoshananda. He was the principal of our Vidyamandir college. He used to visit him every day, occasionally in the evening, when after the college was over. And they had a conversation. You can see how they are talking in which level. It's very spontaneous. But many of the sadhus, you will find that they remain little quiet. They become mukavat. They become like a mum. They don't express. They absorb, more absorbed inside, no expression outside. This is a characteristic. So Ramakrishna here emphasizes perfect knowledge means one's reasoning comes to an end. And doctor then saying, but can one retain perfect knowledge permanently? You say that all is God. Then why have you taken up this profession of Paramahamsa? Doctor will always speak very jokingly. And why do these people attend to you? Why don't you keep silent then? Ramakrishna is not silent, no? He's always talk. So he's saying, why are you talking all the time? Why have you taken the business of Paramahamsa? Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. So, Master says smilingly, water is water, whether it is still or moves or breaks into waves. That means whether I talk or whether I don't talk, it is all consciousness, no? I must tell you something. He's talking to the doctor. I must tell you something. Why should I not listen to the Mahut Narayan? The Guru had taught his disciple everything was Narayana. A mad elephant coming towards the disciple, but he did not move away since he believed that Guru's words. He thought that the elephant was Narayana. Mahut shouted to him, get away, get away. But the disciple did not move. The elephant picked him up and threw him to the ground. The disciple was not quite dead. When his face was sprinkled with water, he regained consciousness. Being asked why he had not moved away, he said, why should I? The Guru said, everything is Narayana. But my child, said the Guru, why did you not listen to the word of the Mahut Narayana, who was controlling the elephant? He's called the Mahut. What is the English name?
Elephant rider?
No, it is called the driver. Who drives the elephant? Enter big elephant controlling. No, he said, why don't... That Mahut also said, hey, get away, this is the elephant going, give its way out, don't block, stand in the middle. But why? You are listening, in elephant only God is there, not in the Mahut. That means elephant is an animal body and Guru, Mahut, is a conscious body. So you should listen more to the conscious elements rather than inanimate elements. It is God who dwells within as the pure mind and pure intelligence. I am the machine, He is the operator. I am the house and He is the indweller. It is God who is the Mahut Narayana. So think about Him, that it is who is guiding from inside, He is the Mahut. So if you say God is everywhere, God is more here. So you have to listen to the God who resides inside. So God dwells within as pure mind. Where you can find God? Where the mind becomes purer and purer and purer. The pure mind is God. That Ramakrishna said, pure mind, pure mana, Shuddha mon, Shuddha buddhi, and Shuddha atma, ak. Pure consciousness is equal to Shuddha buddhi, pure intelligence. When your intelligence becomes perfectly clear, and your mind becomes perfectly clear. That means, as soon as mind becomes clear, your understanding will be clear. Understanding clear means you are getting the glimpse of the truth more palpably. So these are all related together. It is God who dwells within as the pure mind and pure intelligence. And therefore, because if it is so, then who am I then? I am the house, I am the machine. So I don't do it, it's the machine. So, see, your Vedanta, almost all discussion and everything says that this is inside is the, God resides in the heart of all. You want to see the consciousness behind, is it not? Consciousness behind. But you see, spontaneous experience, Ramakrishna says, is a machine and he is the operator. That means he is sitting inside, no? So see, the same idea of consciousness leading to the same consciousness. It is God. He has become the Narayana. Let me ask you something. Dr. Sarkar says, why do you ask me to cure your illness? If you are in that knowledge, why are you talking about you? Give me medicine and I will be cured. Why are you asking this question? Master, I talk that way as long as I am conscious of the jar of the ego. Yay. When he is identifying with the body, that time he is saying, cure me. But when his mind goes into samadhi, no curing is necessary. He rather cures the disease of ignorance from the heart of all. That's why he says, I talk that way to doctor. They, okay, doctor, give me some medicine, cure me. As long as I am conscious of the jar of the ego, that means there is the ego. This ego remains in me, then I ask medicine, I ask, oh, the throat, it is pain, all these things I say. But think of the vast ocean, filled with water on all sides. A jar is immersed in it. There is water both inside and outside the jar, but the water does not become one unless the jar is broken. It is God who has kept this jar of ego in me. This is the response. Because God has kept little ego in me, that's why I tell you, give me some medicine, I will be cured. I pray to Mother, Ma, can I eat something through this mouth? It is so long the jar is there. Yes, water is inside, beautiful example for meditation also. We can think ourselves that think of yourself as a jar, immersed in the middle of the ocean. No? And you see outside water all around, inside water all around, and think it is not metallic. Rather you think it is made of earth, clay pot. So the clay pot, then you see the water has percolated inside the pores of every thickness of the clay. But still it is a God. Something, it is separating inside and outside. Though it is all one in the experience, but still, so long this jar is there, therefore to protection of the jar, taking care of the jar, these questions are coming. But if you break this jar, nothing. It is only that consciousness remains. So it is the answer to doctor, no? Achha, I put any? Doctor, what is the meaning of ego and all that you are talking about? You must explain to me. Do you mean to say that God is playing tricks on us? Girish says, Sir, how do you know that he is not playing tricks? Girish is always attacking Dr. Sarkar, and Dr. Sarkar and Girish, they are two intellectual giants. They are sitting each other, and they are arguing and cross-argument. But Ramakrishna smilingly makes the response. It is God who has kept this ego. Why this ego? It is God's play going on. This body has been kept by God for His own purpose. Because He is playing, it is His will. It is not depending on your will or my will. It is by His will. It is God who has kept this ego in us. All this is His play, His Leela. A king has 4 sons, they are all princes. But when they play, one become a minister, another become a police officer, another so on. Then no one is a police officer, no one is all are princes. No? But when they play, so we are all children of God. But we play in different roles. You may say, I am playing my karma, that's a different explanation. But Sri Ramakrishna is talking from a different angle. It is God's play going on. You are nothing. Your ego, my ego, these are all, you think, you pretend that you have ego. You can do anything, you cannot do anything. You think yourself. Everything happens by God's will because there is only one will, cosmic will, which is the cause of play. Now that is, yesterday we were talking about the cosmic ego and the play. In the cosmic ego, whole creation comes, no? They are all princes, but when they play, one becomes a minister, another a police officer, and so on. Though a prince, he plays as a police officer. To the doctor, listen, if you realize Atman, you will see the truth of all I have said. All doubts disappear after the vision of God. Now you are putting question after question, there will be endless. This question will continue and continue and continue unless you realize the Atman. Unless you realize the Atman, you will see the truth of all I have. When you get it, every word I said, you will understand, you will realize. But before that, all doubt and confusion will continue. Vidyate hridaya granthi chiddante sarva samsayaha tasmin drishte paravare. If one sees that paro and avara, that supreme, that which permeates into the avara and paro and avara, in the whole range, who permeates everything. When you see that, here is the word, tasmin drishte, seeing not with the eyes. Seeing means a kind of experiencing. When you experience that, then all doubts and will be gone. Vidyante, hridaya granthi, and all the knots, the ties and bonds of the heart. I like this, I like that, I dislike it. Like also and dislike also. All these will go. And chiddante, sarva samsaya, all doubts which mind creates will go away.
This Atma Drishti and Aparakshana Buddhi
Same. Listen. Doctor said, but is it ever possible to get rid of these all doubts? Master said, learn from me as much as I have told you. And he is giving a little strong words to the doctor. Doctor said, is it possible to get rid of all doubts? How can the doubts go? Because he is an intellectual man. He always wants to satisfy the intellect. And so, can it be done? All the doubts will be satisfied? Well, yes. Learn from me as much as I have told you. But if you want to know more, you must pray to God in solitude. I have told you everything. If you understand, okay. If you don't understand, go in silence and contemplate and meditate. That's why Sravana, Manana and Nididhasana. Ask Him, God, ask Him, H capital. Ask Him why He has so ordained, why this universe, why it is going on. Cry and pray and talk to Him. The son of the house can give a beggar only a small measure of rice. But if the beggar asks for his trained fare, then the master of the house must be called, no? So if you want, then you go to solitude and sit with God and talk to Him, understand. The doctor remains silent. The master, well, you love reasoning. All right, let us reason a little. Listen, according to the Jnani, there is no incarnation of God. Krishna said to Arjuna, you speak of me as incarnation of God, let me show you something. Come with me. Then Arjuna had followed Sri Krishna a short distance. When Sri Krishna asked him, what do you see there? Arjuna replied, a big tree with blackberries hanging in branches. Krishna said, go near and saw. Those are not blackberries, go nearer and look at them. Then Arjuna went nearer and saw that they were Krishnas, many Krishnas hanging in bunches. Do you see now? Said Sri Krishna. How many Krishnas like me have grown there? So, Kabir Das said of Krishna, he danced like a monkey to the clapping of the gopis. Huh? He is the Lord of the universe, but he is being born, he is dancing with the gopis, no? As if ordained by the request of these gopis. As you go near to God, you see less and less of his upadhis. He gave another example. As you go close to God, you will see, you will not be glamour will drop, other glamours will drop, and you see the person, pure self. That's why Ramakrishna is a sattvika form. Sattvika form means expression of rajas is less. He gave the example as see less and less upadhi. His attributes. A devotee at first may see the deity as the 10-armed Divine Mother. When he goes nearer, he sees her possessed of 6 arms. Still goes nearer, he sees the deity as the 2-armed Gopala. The nearer he comes to the deity, the fewer attributes he sees. At last, when he comes into the presence of the deity, he sees only light without any attribute. This is a very big philosophy. When you start our spiritual life also, we get attracted to gods and goddesses with much ornament and beauty and other things. But when people fall in love with God, then these external things drop off, one by one. That's why Ramakrishna said, the 10-armed Mother Durga. Then you have to come to 4-armed Mother Lakshmi, Saraswati, is all Mother. And then go, then you become, ultimately you see Gopala. Gopala cannot give you anything. Gopala asking from you, give me laddu, give me sweets, your heart, your love. So this God, instead of giving and protecting and this, God becomes a small guy asking your favor, your heart's love. So that is the point, that as you go nearer and nearer and nearer, you become really free from all upadhis. Upadhis means limiting adjuncts. Upadhis means all attributes, different attributes. God can control, God can help, God can redeem me. And a Gopala, what God, he needs your help. He is hungry, you have to feed him. He is sick, you have to bring medicine for him. No. So he cannot do anything. Rather, you become the guardian then, and he becomes the devotee.
But in case of Christianity, for example, when you have Eastern Orthodox, they have great decoration and all this kind of things and like that.
That's why.
You go to Catholics, reduce it. And then when you go to Protestant, if nothing is there, just only one cross, not even the traces on the cross. So is that from Eastern Orthodox to
If it is,
Catholicism to Protestantism, the bhakti is increasing?
yeah. No, you see that you go to the Christianity, the source of Christianity, you will find when it was how the earlier saints, Christian saints, at the beginning with Christ, they are all what was their glory? They have gold in their body, they have ornament in their body, They're ordinary people, ordinary monks. And then when all this luxury or glory came when it was accepted by the Constantine. So the king's religion it became. Naturally came pomp and grandeur. And then God left then. That is the time the decadence of Christian, real Christianity. Christianity was so great. How many saints has been produced in the early days? How austere were they? What was their dress? What was their food? How they used to live humbly, no? And when money comes into position, people's appreciation comes. Gorgeous. See, that's why that's called Sattiko and Rajasiko. Many places, even in Hindu temples, you will find Mother Divine Form. They're necessary because people love that type of mindset. People will find at least attraction for God. But it is some pomp and grandeur of the temple. All gold, jewelry, this, that. It's good for some people. But I want to see God. But God is covered with all gold and everything. The whole body is covered with gold and it's good. Worldly people, they will give value. It's gold, gold is valuable. But a devotee will see, I want to see the Lord. Not covered by anything. Yes, yes.
I wonder if the sort of starting propensity for God with form and grandeur is kind of dependent on where you come from. Like,
Right.
Judaism, like there's none of that, and so for me it doesn't seem naturally appealing. It's actually kind of have to get over thinking that's heaven, almost like an aversion.
It depending on the nature of the person, his inner tendency. Suppose some people will like the Lord to see in His grandeur, with all this decoration and this and that. But some people want to love the baby Krishna form. Nothing, no pomp and grandeur. It is only simplicity, love, joy and smile, simple smile. So that is liked by some people. So the love for Ramakrishna will be very Sattvika love. Because there is no grandeur of your gold, jewelries, or any other thing, no? But that's why to get attracted to him is sign of purity of the heart. When the mind is pure, then they will get attracted to this nirupadhik avatar. There is a question, I am a good person. A few weeks ago, someone accused me of something had not done at all and cut contact. Why is it troubling me after so much time? We are all human, so the question is that I am a good person, this question. A few weeks ago, someone accused me of something I had not done at all. Okay, it happens all the time, no? In our day-to-day life it is happening, no? I didn't do it, but you thought that I did it. And you have your voice, strong voice, you pound on me and say, and other person says, okay, let him say, let not pay any attention. But it does not go away, it remains in the mind, and you ruminate over that. So this is very natural, this is the way of the world. But we have to mature ourselves by knowing this is the way of the world. People will criticize you. Everyone looks the world from his own mirror of the mind. This glass. I am wearing a yellow glass, then I will see all yellow. I am a blue, I will see all the things blue. So mind is what color, that color is projected everywhere. So this will be that, but we cannot stop them. Unnecessary accuse, or creating trouble. Try a practical method how to get out of it. If not, ignore. There are in the Patanjali's philosophy, there is a verse. Maitri karuna mudita upekshanam sukhadikho punno apunno bhavanat chitta prasadanam. That you count contrary thought, you think contrary thought. When yes, you have to learn also upeksha, learn to ignore certain things. We take everything very seriously, and taking that seriously, we suffer inside. It is not important because there is baseless. Someone is thinking something which I have not done anything, and why I am bothering about that? It is his problem.
That people will always do that. What Ramchandra did wrong, what Jesus Christ did wrong.
So people will always do that. It is their business. But why I am involved? But we do not. He criticized me. I never did it. Why? It is his thing. He has done his job. And your job is to ignore because you are not involved in it truly. But you are bothering yourself and you are losing your sleep. Why are you losing your sleep? It is not fact. Nothing is true. You know yourself. And someone is angry or for some selfish reason he is behaving. So, okay, let him suffer. Let him have one. And also another idea. They are taking away my bad karma. If one praises me, he takes away my good karma. And if one blames you, then he takes away bad karma. So I did not do anything. But he's so my friend, great friend. He's taking away bad karma. Take it more. And you can be happy. One can be very happy and joyful. It is a mental attitude, how we look at the situation and how we want to counteract. So we have to learn also to make it what you call indifferent. Be indifferent certain areas where you see that there is no reason of doing. If you can solve, try to solve it. Openly discuss, talk, clarify. If it does not work, okay, you suffer yourself. I am happy with myself. So that indifference is a practice. Another question. What is the difference between saying everything is God and saying everything is not and false like a dream? I think better term is everything is God. We loosely use God word. Everything is not God. Everything is Brahman. When you say God, idea of personal God comes. St. Patrick said, Christ in the front, Christ in the back, Christ in the left, Christ on the right, Christ below, Christ above. But here is Christ means one Christ standing here, one Christ standing there, one Christ under my feet, one Christ under my head. Is it so? Or something by the word Christ they meant something. I think it meant some consciousness which is all permeated, to say like that. But this expression is true, and everything is God when you say, everything, this book is not God. God is infinite. This book has no power to create the whole universe. Swamiji gave that example. Everything is not God. And there is a poem written to Mary Hell probably. Oh Mary, you understood me wrongly. I didn't say ever everything is God. Everything appears, that's a better word. Everything appears in this world is actually Satchidananda. That is the point. So if you say God, you limit it. Everything is not God. See, as you are discussing, someone is blaming you. Where is God? If he is God, why will you blame me unnecessarily? Why will you see negative thing in others? So therefore, it is better to say everything is a false appearance like dream, or everything is Satchidananda appearing in the different forms only. Not God, but Satchidananda. We loosely use in our talks, lectures, most of the time we use the word God. And another question, what does Thakur mean when he says that the rituals will drop away of themselves? When hearing the name of Hari or Rama once, you shed tears and your hair stands on end. What does Thakur mean, that Ramakrishna means, when he says that the rituals will drop away of themselves? It is when you start ritual, what we do in the ritual puja, we pluck flowers, We put a garden, we do sandal paste, we decorate the altar. Huh? Why? Thinking it is Lord, I am serving Lord, I am serving Lord, I am serving Lord. So you are doing all this. But when really you fall in love with God more and more, then your ritual will be less and less and less. Given an example, that suppose when you love at first sight, what happens? You love someone at very beginning and you are very overwhelmed. So what you do? You invite your friend to a tea party, private tea party. So you are in your home, you have called your friend and he's coming for the first time. What do? You keep the room clean, you spend so much hours to make the table and proper mannerism and putting the items here and there and then fork, spoon, this tea ready and come with all these things. Formalities are so much. Why are you doing all these formalities? Because you love that guy. Okay? So but this is love at first sight. These formalities are important to give a first impression that you love. That's why you do so much. You put a beautiful flower vase and this and that. And then, suppose this love grows and grows and grows, what happens? Then, and one day, hey, bring your food, eat it, and bring mine also. So is it not? The formalities, you don't bring a bouquet of flower and put it in the flower vase. Just you clean the table. Table is not clean, do it. So it is more devotion is there, love has grown, so formalities is dropped. So in rituals also like that. When you do rituals, we do formalities. In the puja, there is all rituals. You will have to do the first item, and the second item, and the third item, and the fourth item, step by step. You cannot do this way, that way, that way, that way. All the steps are there. But when love grows, Thakur used to do, he used to say, before giving bath, he may, oh ma, are you hungry, hungry, hungry? And give the food first. Are, how do you feed someone? Let him take first his seat and make him wash his feet, give some flowers, give some garland, give some little juice, no? Madhuparka, like that. You give something to drink and that, and then prepare a meal, and then give it. And drink after bath. Normally people take after a shower with a fresh cloth, that's why we give the cloth, we give the chadar, outer, upper cloth, lower cloth. So Thakur take it, this. Then you give the food. You look at what we do here in the puja time. But Thakur is saying, oh ma, are you hungry? Okay, will you eat? And she is feeding the food first. So breaking all the rules, formula. It is no more a formula, it is no more a ritual, it is my own. He is hungry now. I am to feed him. Not the question of putting flower. Suppose someone comes in your friend, in your home, hungry, totally hungry. You say, no, you have to sit here, I will wash your feet, and then I will give you the towel, I will rinse your with the feet with the towel. A very honored guest has come maybe, you have invited, and he comes, he says, I am really hungry, thirsty, give something. But no, wait. And then I'll have to do the incense, I'll do the flower, and then I'll wave the light, and after that, wait. And or
Buddha-shuddhi first.
Buddha-shuddhi. I'm doing the Buddha-shuddhi. I'm putting flower to meditate here. Wait till then. I finish it, then I'll give you. No, when love grows, he is hungry. Forget all these formalities. Our mothers used to do, no? When you go back from coming back home, and Ma will say, okay, Baba, that will happen later on. Sit. First wash your hand and eat something. And then you do other things. So it is a question of love generates this formalities drop. Yes. Could you please explain the term upadhi? Upadhi means what? It is a covering, or limiting adjunct. It is question, upadhi, what is the upadhi? Example?
It's a title.
A title.
Professor,
You are a professor, you are a singer, you are this. These are your upadhi. But you can remain without upadhi. You have an essential nature. Upadhi is added. It is limiting you in a particular fashion. A Vedanta is called upadhi. Upadhi is the limiting adjunct. It limits the Brahman in the particular way which you appears to us. So here, someone is a professor. Professor is an upadhi. Someone is a musician. Someone is a doctor. But 24 hours he is not doctor. Upadhi goes when he puts his suit and dress in the hospital, then people say he is a doctor. No. When he comes out, he is no more a doctor. No. So that is the way, these are upadhi. It limits that personality or that truth into one limited way of expressing the truth.
So when I take the female body, then they say that she is the woman.
Yeah. Satchidananda is the truth, and all are upadhis, all are different, because it will not stay all the time. Suppose a retired professor, is a retired, you can emeritus.
Deep
Some,
sleep. Deep sleep.
Deep sleep.
Deep sleep, do you have upadhi?
Oh, deep sleep. There is only one upadhi, ignorance. Because you are not tuned to samadhi. Difference between deep sleep and samadhi is that ignorance is gone. That upadhi is also gone. So anything limits us from our divine nature, that is upadhi according to Vedanta. But in our transactional universe, we have our upadhis. But when suppose you are a lawyer, then you give up your law study and you shift yourself into, say, chemistry or physics or something else. So no one will say that you are a student of law. You change so upadhi can change. It's changeable, but the substance does not change. That Satchidananda does not change. Swamiji Vivekananda told in one place that the Catholic Church produced so many saints because it stuck to its rituals and rules, whereas the later Protestant tradition failed to do so because it did away with all such things. The New Age idea that I am spiritual but not religious, is not it fraught with the same short-sightedness? Yes, actually, it is not the fault of the rituals. Rituals and rules are not faulty. But we don't understand the meaning of the ritual and this, what you call the rules and regulations you follow. We have one time here in this hall, Keyboard Center wanted to find out the spiritual significance behind the rituals. We had one such beautiful seminar like there, and I explained the meaning behind all these rituals. No, rituals are very important if you understand its significance. Otherwise, it is only some gesture and postures. And also, in the Catholic Church we went, and there they explain all these steps and what is the significance behind it. Because without knowing the significance, ritual becomes meaningless. Why you are putting your hand like this? Why you are putting your flower? Why you are rinsing the water like that? And say a pot, boom. What is that pot? What is that hum? Huh? But if you know that is a hum, pot, ring, rung, there is so much. What is the significance of it? Then you become really, your mind will be attracted and go deeper and deeper and deeper. So the rituals, that's why it is said, you may not understand at the beginning, but follow it. And try to understand, try to learn the meaning of it, and gradually, if you move, our distracted mind, which does not go to God, when you do the ritual, what happens? Your mind goes in. Suppose you sit for meditation. No. Few people really can meditate. No one of us meditate. It's just a word. We all do pratyahara. Pulling the mind into one focus, mind runs again, And then you bring it back, by that time it is gone. Again you try, again it's somewhere else. This is called our meditation. So you want to handle this mind, this type of devil mind, monkey mind, what to do? Hey, go, bring the flower, go. Then you think, I'm plucking this flower for the Lord. No? Then you wash the flower, you say, I am doing it for the Lord. Huh? Do the sandal paste, oh, I am doing it for the Lord. So what has happened helping you? If you are real sincere, then every ritual is helping you to think about God. Then you come, I am putting a flower vase, it is for the Lord, Lord, in the altar it will look good, no? So everything is connected. You are giving some fruits and candies, you are chopping the fruits and making or you are making a food tray. That's also, oh my God, yes, time is up, sorry. I didn't notice. No one is telling the time is gone.
We are enjoying it, Maharaj.
No. Anyhow, so the ritual, I didn't, sorry, I am that. I should not extend so much. So, but ritual is not faulty. But ritual keeps our distracted mind into one, helps us to bring the mind in God and God and God. And also if you know the significance, it gives greater joy, deeper joy, and then it goes, and that creates our inner awakening comes by that. Okay? So sorry, it is too late. Jai Ma. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. I was carried away. Yeah, we should not.